idiot. Didn't you tell Yoakum of my offer of $1 million for the rights to that drug?
I did, sir, but he says he's only interested in what's good for the USA.
What's good for General Bullmoose is what's good for the USA, and by Charlie Wilson, don't you forget it. Right, girls?
Right.
Fuck them. I want the rights to manufacture that drug and by E.R. Swibbin Sons. And I don't care how I get it. Is Yoakum coming here?
Yes, but I don't think it'll help. He wants to give it to the government.
Didn't you tell him I could make him a better deal than the government? I have more money.
Oh, my dear General.
Don't you, my dear General Bullmoose, me, you bubbling, incompetent hillbilly cretin. You realize what you've done? If I owned this tonic, I could make all the money in the world. And I need it. Ever since I was a child, I had a dream. A simple child's dream. And all that simple child ever wanted was to get his hands on all the money in the world before the greatest broker of them all called into that big stock market in the sky. And you imbecile, you shattered a little child's dream.
Bullsy, lower your voice. Relax. Here, this will quiet you.
What is it?
Your Norman Vincent Peel pill.
I'm not taking those peel pills anymore. They make me think too positive. Send him in. Appassionata, stay. I may need you. Well, don't just stand there. Send him in. Send him in. Hi, boy. My dear boy. I'm General Bullmoose.
Howdy, General.
Have you met the senator? And this is Miss Appassionata, my confidential secretary.
Confidential secretary?
Yeah, you can read all about me in Confidential.
Howdy, ma'am.
How do you do, Mr. Yoakum?
Mighty pretty bird, ma'am. Did you shoot it?
No, I kind of trapped it.
Sure, birdie. When is the season open on that stuff?
It never closes.
Yoakum, my boy, it's time you and I talked a little business. I'm offering you $1 million in cash to clear the rights to manufacture your drug.
But I already told the president.
President? What president?
The president of the United States.
Oh, that president. Forget that, my boy. I don't think you comprehend what this elixir of yours can do.
It stopped him from bombing my hometown, and that's all that cares about.
Idealistic nonsense. Yoakum, I have access to top secret government files. And so far, the tests show that this elixir of yours exceeds the most fantastic discoveries of science.
Is that good?
Good. That'll give every male a perfect physique, makes fat men thin, thin men fat, it'll broaden your shoulders, narrow your hips, it builds on your corpuscles, lowers your blood pressure, wakes you up in the morning, puts you to sleep at night, it softens your beard, softens your skin, and what's more, it cleans your teeth and leaves your breath alone.
Sure got good manners, don't it?
Yoakum, say the word and we're ready to go into production. We'll bottle it, name it after you. We'll call it Yoka-Cola.
Yoka-Cola?
Son, we'll make billions. And for a starter, here's my check for $1 million.
Thanks, General. But if you don't mind, as 100% red-blooded American, I reckon I'd rather give it to the government. Now, if you excuse me, I'd rather catch my bus home. The running State Hawkins Day tomorrow, and I don't want to miss it. Bye, General. Mine is confidential.
But you can't give up $1 billion. It just isn't thrifty.
I know, General, but I've always been kind of sporty with money. Bye, y'all.
How do you like that? Well, I'm not through. Not yet. There's $1 billion in that drug, and I'm not giving up. By Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Benner, or B. Fog down. What is this Sadie Hawkins Day?
One monster's dog patch custom, where the gals chase the guys and marry whomsoever they capture.
Can an outsider enter? Aha! You've got him. You go to Dog's Patch, Appassionata enters the race, she runs the race, she captures Abner Yoakum, she marries Abner Yoakum, and by community property, she owns half of everything he does, specifically Yoakumberry time. And then, if some, unfortunate accident should befall the poor fool, you, his young widow, will be sole possessor of the Yoakumberry time.
But, holy sweet, supposing I don't catch him, I never run anymore.
You'll run this time, or you'll be back at Baskin Robbins. Fogbound, make sure she catches him on Sadie Hawkins' day.
I know the man of the job.
Passionata, pack your bags. We're heading for the hills. By a Tennessee Ernie and a Tennessee Williams, we'll show those hillbillies what's what. Right, girls?
Right. Next to the rules that he intends to keep it that away. What's good for General Bullmoose is good for the USA.
Fogbound, you idiot. Are you absolutely sure the government won't delay those tests?
I've tried for a day and a half, sir. Abner gives them the rights at midnight.
Midnight, is it? Well then, by Simmons' mattress and all the springs, I'm not taking this lying down. If I can't get possession of the Yokoberry tonic, I'll at least get him to tell me the secret formula. There's only one man for the job. Press my evil eye Fleagle button.
Said former general.
Fleagle, I only have until midnight tonight to get a secret formula out of Yokum. Have you a whammy that'll make a man tell the truth?
It is known in Harryland circles as Fleagle's famous non-prevaricating, veracitizing truth women. And what do you have on this women? Truth, the whole truth, the half-truth, none of the truth. Believe me.
You mean you have a half-truth telling whammy?
In Washington, one of my biggest ads.
But Bullseye, what happens to Yokum after you get the formula?
We proceed with Fleagle's original plan.
I gives him my suicide sports car, man. He hops into some Andy Jaguar, driving some right off the interstate.
Capital, veracitize him at once.
So who gets him loaded?
Loaded.
My truth telling whammy only works when the victim's gas. Are you influenced about the law?
But Bullseye, you know Abner doesn't drink.
Why not?
He says he's 100% red-blooded American, and no 100% red-blooded American drinks, smokes, tells naughty jokes, necks, pecks, or smooches.
There must be some way we can get Yokum to take a drink.
What about inviting him here to celebrate our engagement?
Aha! We've got him. No 100% red-blooded American would refuse a toast to his prospective bride. Champagne all right?
Champagne's perfect.
Then we proceed as planned. Now remember, each of us has a part to play. You too, Passionata.
But Bullseye, sweet, what if I make a mistake and louse everything up? What then?
You'll be back pushing those 28 flavors before noon. Is there no end to these indignities, these outrages? Who would dare to trespass on my property?
Is that for me, General?
What is this nonsense about a disturbance at the gate?
It's true, sir. A mob of horrible looking hillbillies stand and drive for the engagement celebration.
It's that rebel from Dog Patch. They weren't invited.
There's a little old lady with a pipe. She says she's Yokum's mother. Says if you don't let them in, it'll look suspicious. Like you were trying to hide something.
What's that?
She said something about going straight to Drew Pearson.
Drew Pearson? I can't afford another incident tonight when I only have until midnight tonight to get a secret formula out of Yokum. All right, let them in.
Let them in, sir.
Clean them up. Make them look presentable. Take them to the West Wing.
Yes, sir.
Go keep an eye on Yokum. Make sure he doesn't know they're here.
Right.
Call the police. Tell them I want a squad of men discreetly placed around the grounds, but unobtrusively. I don't want to embarrass my guests.
Yes, sir. Sir, you're gonna have those horrible hillbillies in your home.
My girl, there's no limit to what you have to do to get your hands on a measly couple of $1 billion.
It should be seen. Thank you for dignity.
Dignity? It's a thing of the past. Vanderbilt, Astor, Rockefeller. They could all afford dignity. They didn't have to go through all this modern-day nonsense. All these newfangled progressive ideas. I told them, but they wouldn't listen. I said, you put a radical like Herbert Hoover in the White House, and they call it progress. Progress is the root of all evil. Progress is the cause of it all. Our living standards are now so good, I had to change my neighborhood. Hey, where is Levittown? Billionaires are getting old-fashioned. Labor is the newfangled phrase. These lousy basic minimums are getting so high, the workers in the plant are living better than I. My lawyers all advise me that it's cheaper to die. Bring back the old days. Progress is the root of all evil. Wall Street is the worst of the lot. How can you break the market? How? The SEC will not allow one little penny.
Money nowadays is no problem. Now with all these new giveaways. We went to see a television quiz show today. We thought at least we might have with a guy who paid. No time in it, they try to give them away. Bring back the good old days. Progress is the root of all evil. Politics is breaking his heart. Why Alexis, the first New Deal, a man who has no mass appeal, is out of business? If you don't believe me, ask Dewey. Go and see what Harriman says.
My friend said I can run for any office I see. But first I have to brush up on my TV technique. I plan to get in touch with Bob Montgomery next week. Bring back the good old days.
Progress is the root of all evil. All the busy Benjamin lasts. He likes to try to from where the builders still were walking there.
And for the public.
He probably seems to be nothing. Let me show you how the lays. He went to see the president, they asked him to wait. And though they knew that he was one for better say, a fella named at home with one who knew the brigade. Bring back the good old days. Where's your oldie?
Yoka, my boy, I'm so glad you could finally make it.
For dog bags!
Police!
It's
Police!
the size of a potion.
There ain't no such potion.
Oh, yes, they is.
Okay, wait up. Now I got something to say. That this fine young gal has loved this young man her whole life. And even if it means giving up my passport to happiness. And all these family ties. Yeah! I'd be willing to make the sacrifice.
Hey, what about our passport?
You can't do that.
Besides, there ain't no such potion.
Oh, yes, there is. Here you go, son.
Thanks, Pappy.
Now remember, it only works if you really and truly wants it to work.
Oh, it does, Pappy. I sure does.
What's in the jug, Pappy?
Just some creek water, man. Some plain old creek water.
Daisy?
Abner?
Now, Abner, does you take Daisy May for your wife? I does. And Daisy, is you agree?
I reckon it always was.
And now with my blessings, I pronounce as you may.
Look who's here! Our husband! Pappy, give me that jug! Hey, save some of that stuff for me! I'm back, the way they was. I am back, the way they was.
And now with my blessings, I pronounce as you meant it.
Stop this wedding! Your time is on!
But I've only got one more
The
word.
plane and bomb are on their way!
little word.
Not one word. Not one syllable.
Just one little word.
Out! Do you hear me? Out! On your way!
Come on, folks, let's go. Get the statue.
We ain't leaving without our statue of jubilation. Sorry, Abner.
Statue.
Will you, in the name of reason, please get out of here!
It's signed Abraham Lincoln.
There were tribes! Abraham Lincoln?
Just listen here. Because of his lack of strategy, military blunders, and general ineptness, which almost single-handedly caused the North to win their civic war, a grateful government dedicates this statue of General Jubilation P. Cornpone, proclaiming it a national shrine.
Good grief, it's a national shrine!
And you can't deface a national shrine.
Huh?
You can't deface it, you can't move it, and you can't bomb it.
You're absolutely right! Call Washington and stop that plane! Citizens of Dog Patch, the evacuation has ended!
Now with my blessings, I pronounce as you man and wait. This joyful event cannot be consummated until we pay homage to the one man who made this all possible. Who romanticized this boy? Who put him back the way they was? And who saved this town from being bombed? None other than that beloved man that's sitting up there on that beloved horse, Jubilation T. Cornpone.
He's gone to his reward, his mighty torch is still lit.
First in war and first in peace and first to how I quit. Why it was Jubilee.